Hello everyone. Today we will explain very important concept about what the lining do for the tunnel. First, we have this. The tunnel is not excavated yet. So this section is before the excavation. Before the excavation, we have two main stresses. The first is the vertical stress, while the second is the horizontal stress. In this case, there is no excavation and there is no lining. But if I excavate this tunnel, so inside this cavity, there is no soil or rock, there is nothing. So in this case, the vertical stress and the horizontal stress still the same. So they will press the tunnel. So if we don't have something like the lining, which will protect the tunnel from the stresses and from the stress pressure, this will affect the tunnel. And this the role of the lining mainly and primarily will protect the tunnel cavity, will support the tunnel from the failure, because especially if we have like soft soil, if we have soft soil and we don't have lining, the tunnel will fail. So it's very important to know what is the role of the tunnel. The main role of the tunnel is to support the tunnel cavity after the excavation. There is also another issue which is also very important. Like if I have the confinement from here, we have like this, the vertical stresses, and we have like this, the horizontal stresses. So you know that these stresses will, as I explained before, will press the cavity, and we will have two main areas. The first area is a plastic area. This area is a plastic area which will be around the tunnel, while the second area is elastic area which will be outside of the influence of the excavation. So the plastic area, which it will influenced very it will influenced by the excavation, and the sorry, the width of this plastic area will depend on the tunnel diameter, while the elastic area, it's outside of the plastic area and it will not be affected by the excavation, and maybe the disturb in this area will be the same. So according to this, we can say that the definition of the concept of the confinement pressure of the cavity, with which the design engineer is able to control the extent to which the plasticized zone around the tunnel developed, because we know that there is plastic radius. This plastic radius will develop around the tunnel due to the excavation. So it's very important to know how the confinement will make effect of the plastic radius, and to what extent can the confinement make the plastic radius around the tunnel. This is very important concept in the tunnel engineering to know how will affect. So we can say that the confinement has a very important effect on the plastic zone which will be developed around the tunnel after the excavation. So we now learned two main issues. First, that the confinement pressure will affect the plastic ring around the tunnel due to excavation. Also, this plastic ring will be affected by the confinement and by the excavation disturbance, because this plastic ring not just depends on the confinement, but also it depends on the tunnel radius. So this is what we learned today. Thank you for listening, and we will have another session about the main concept about the tunnel. If you want to ask any question, or if you want to know more about the tunnel, you can ask me. Thank you.